Situated at Scots Common, Checkledon Camp was located about a mile north of the village of Checkledon in Oxfordshire. If you are ever in this part of the country, the village is worth a visit. It is quite picturesque and has won awards for Best Kept Village. This hostel was surrounded by woodland, and since its closure, the woodland has reclaimed a large part of the former camp. During the Second World War, it would appear that the camp was formed part of the RAF Woodcote, where the 17th Maintenance Unit was based. The site was also used to house Italian prisoners of war, and was described as being situated at Scots Common, Checkledon, just before Garson's Lane. The site was later used by American soldiers and finally as a camp for ex-Polish servicemen, before being given permission for light industrial use. It is now a timber yard and suppliers of wooden sheds, etc. Between November 1943 and January 1944, one of the American units, the 320th Coast Artillery Barrage Balloon Battery, was stationed at Checkledon, which was used as a staging area. In 1948, Checkledon Camp was acquired from the MOD by the National Assistance Board and turned into hostel housing for displaced Polish families arriving from the Middle East and Africa. As with all camps, hostels accommodation was very basic. But after nearly 8 years in exile and crossing continents, Polish people soon adapted to their new conditions. Checkledon became one of the many blustering Polish enclaves with its own church and priest, school and entertainments. A hall where culture and traditions were strictly observed. Many of the residents were actively involved in the camp's social life. There was a lively amateur dramatics group putting on plays, a choir that sung both Polish and English songs, and traditional Polish dance group. A 6-person dance band played regularly at dances held in the camp's entertainment hall, and weekly film shows were held there too. There was a well-stocked library with Polish and English books, a youth club, a table tennis and chess group. Life in Checkledon was similar to all other camps hostels throughout the UK. The camp finally closed in the early 60s. Okay then, so there's just a very brief history of Checkledon Camp. There is a lot more there that you can read. You can quite easily go online and look this up and have a bit more of a read. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of a brief history of this place. And I have to be honest, there is not a huge amount of this place left, but I hope you enjoyed the walk around, the explore. Right, welcome back everybody. So today we're in the middle of the wood and we're actually looking for a Polish prisoner of war camp, or what's left of it anyway. Just through that wood is a timber yard, which I don't know if you can see it, there's an outline of a building. But through here is another building, and we think this could be, well, it is what's left of this. Now, we're not 100% sure if this is going to be an explore and an investigation, but we'll get there first. It's full of bramble, and it's literally just there. Looks like some people have been here to visit recently by the track. There isn't a huge amount left of this site. Well, to be honest, but let's take a look at what we can find. Some steps or something here. Just through here. Is one of the buildings. Okay. So I'm not quite sure how you get into that building there. Aha. Ooh. Ooh, what a mess. This is the old labs then?
Could be,
yeah. It's a pretty old bit of kit just down there.
yeah.
That's old.
Yeah.
This is very old. And there's computer screens. What size are them?
Yeah.
Old, was that an old radio? Oh no.
The old instruments. Null detector.
Computer screens. It's the old lab.
As regards
Huh?
the actual camp, I don't think there's a lot left.
I think this is apart from a couple of like the round silo hangers.
Yeah.
This is probably the only bit that's
left.
really left
Yeah.
by the looks of it. And I'm not really fancy walking all the way through there just for
There's a lot of nettles.
a lot of nettles, a lot of bramble. This was the bit of interest that I wanted to come and see.
Yeah. Well.
Because you got this stuff like this. I don't even know if it's worth doing an investigation, to be fair.
I don't really think so.
I don't even feel
I mean,
anything.
the story of this place, from what I understand, so it was first a prisoner of war camp for Italian prisoners of war,
Yeah.
and then later on it was took over, like you were saying earlier, for Polish people to come and what's the word? Resettle here. So it was turned from a POW camp into a Polish resettlement camp.
Mm.
But obviously there was a lot more here than this. But
Yeah. I mean, if you look on the map on the site, it's quite a big site, but
Yeah.
there's not a lot left of it anymore.
No, probably all just overgrown now.
I mean, said you got the old, fucking hell, old bits and pieces there, there's a shitload of grass on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
No, I'm still happy with it. I've been wanting to come here for a while, and
yeah, it's one to tick off the list, isn't it? That's a cool old bit of kit, isn't it? What null detectors are, that's what they're called.
there's all sorts still left in here. Something there, rubber gloves. Cleaning coal. Still quite a fair bit in here.
Yeah. Do you reckon the main part of the actual old camp was probably wood?
It's a timber yard, yeah. That timber yard around this area was, I reckon, was the main part of this camp. I mean, to be fair, what I'll probably do with this video anyway is I'll probably do some history on it beforehand.
Yeah.
And but I mean, I don't think it's worthy of an investigation.
No,
myself.
It doesn't really feel particularly like you're going to get anything here, to be honest.
Old keypad. Old glove.
I wonder what this, I know it's a lab, but I wonder what they were actually testing or doing here.
That's the thing.
It's pretty old, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
70s, 60s, 70s, I would have said.
What would you have been testing? Well, you know what it could have been, didn't you? Stuff like chemical testing.
Could have been. I mean, this originally was an RAF base, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or it was owned by the military. But, yeah, who knows?
What the? It is. You know what that is?
Looks like an Easter egg mould.
It is. I reckon that's an Easter egg mould.
Perhaps they're making chocolate in here.
Actually, that is actually an Easter egg mould. I was looking at it, I was like, Easter egg? Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is probably take some pictures and all that, and then obviously at the beginning of this video you had the brief history of it, and this will probably conclude your Sunday's episode this week. Something a bit different, not an investigation, just a quick explore. Nothing major. Just, we've been thinking about coming here for a while, and we were debating whether we were going to investigate, and now we're here and don't think it's worthy of an investigation.
Not an investigation one, but
if it was more of the old buildings and the old about, then yeah, it'd be worth it. But even still though, it's not bad.
It's a cool old place. Don't know what they used to do. And it's obviously had several purposes. There's timber, so possibly some sort of little timber works, making furniture possibly by the looks of that. Certainly an interesting old place.
Let's go and find an old POW camp, Dave said. In the woods, he said. Well, we found it. But I've got stung all over my legs, I've got covered in brambles. Right. It's an interesting old site though. I mean, just not much left of it, unfortunately, which is really sad. But just walking back now, so you can see sort of through the woods there's an old timber yard. I think the main of the site used to be on that timber yard. So it's such a great pleasure to be here with you, Dave.
Yeah.
Wandering around in the woods.
I know, right?
I got stung on my legs, I got brambles on my legs.
No offence, yeah. I mean, I do this permanently on camera, right?
No offence.
No offence, but when you go and walk in a wood with fucking shorts on, where there's bramble and nettles.
See the belligerence I have to put up with.
Well, no, it's not belligerent.
Every
a bit more stupidity.
Every day we go out.
Stupidity on your front. Let's go and walk through a wood with shorts on. An abandoned place, which is probably overgrown.
Keep moving, Bigfoot. There's a bit of a building there, Dave. Just going to go and have a little look at that.
Probably entrance to an underground bunker.
Eh?
Probably an entrance to an underground bunker.
Well, wouldn't that be wonderful?
That is?
Sewage. Yeah, I think you could be right.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah. Let's have a little look.
Shower? No, I don't know. A reservoir.
Alright, it's the old sewage pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the looks of it, because you've got the old thick felt on the top.
Thick asphalt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, sitting there, then. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope everybody has a fantastic day, whatever you're doing. Please take care and goodbye.